You didn't even look nervous. I'm going to have to ask you what it was like to stand up there and say, with the whole world watching, and I think those were your words, to President Trump, do you believe the FBI or do you believe Putin? And Putin's standing right there. You're there. I mean, I think it was just a fantastic moment for TV and for you. What was that like for you?
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And I hope certainly it was a moment where sort of the art journalism in the media has been under attack the last couple of years,
Yeah.
Including by the occupant of the Oval Office. So it was nice to sort of have a moment to sort of stand up for and to show the power of asking like an important question in an important moment. And look, I certainly was nervous, and when I asked Vladimir Putin about whether or not he had the Russian government had any sort of compromising materials on President Trump or his family, and he proceeded to just not break eye contact and stare me down the entire time as he asked that question. That's a little bit, disquieting perhaps, and I was not too unhappy to get on the plane out of Finland later that night. But thank you. I mean, I think in that setting, this is a question that has shadowed this president since he took office, since before he took office. What sort of relationship does he have with Russia? Why does he seem so reluctant to believe the conclusions of every U.S. intelligence agency? Why in that moment did he seem to give Vladimir Putin the benefit of the doubt? And I think he just at that, I wanted to, right there, give him a chance to set the record straight. And he could have taken that moment and said, look, I believe my own government agencies. I want to reprimand Russia for what they did. I want to warn them to never do it again. And he didn't. And I think that was a telling moment. And this is a president who, like him or not, and certainly he has his base of really faithful supporters, he has shown an unbelievable ability to shake off scandal, right? Controversies that would have sunken any other politician. For him, he has 3 by noon and they're gone. But there are a few things that I think have stuck and that he will be judged on or remembered for. And I think his response to Charlottesville is one. I think the families being separated at the border last couple months, I think, is another. And this. And I think, what happened in Helsinki is something else that he's going to, that will be in that opening paragraph or two of his political obituary.